look to wreak havoc against the Wausau pitching staff again tonight and tomorrow. Riley Stiles will get her second start in a row tonight after a shaky outing against the Steam, where she gave up 7 earned runs and 9 hits in her 4 innings of work. Stiles has been the Ignite's most aggressive pitcher this summer with 16 strikeouts, which is good for the second most in the league. The arm in the circle for Mankato will be right-hander Sammy Potvin. Potvin started in the 18-3 win over Wausau, where she went 5 innings, only allowing 3 runs. She's 4-0 on the year and has yet to give up more than 3 runs in an appearance this year. Both the Ignite and the Habaneros are riding high and looking to continue win streaks here tonight. Let's see who will capture the victory. First pitch is on the way. You're watching the Northwoods League Sports Network.
My host families, who I still stay in touch with to this day. Had a great time there. Enjoyed my time playing with the Mashers. Definitely different than I could have ever expected, but definitely enjoyed the time here.
Honestly, one of the best summers I've ever had. I got to stay with a great host family that I still see a couple times a year now, and honestly, it was the perfect introduction into professional baseball.
It was just pouring yesterday. They decided to postpone game 1 of this series between the Ignite and the Habaneros, and today we're going to have a great doubleheader here 22 hours after, give or take a few minutes after that game was supposed to start yesterday. We're here for game 1 of the doubleheader between the Wausau Ignite and the Mankato Habaneros. Let's take a look at the Habaneros starting lineup. Batting in the 1 spot, Finley Anderson in center will be leading off for the Habaneros. Morgan Honeycutt, Skyland Pogue, and Alexis Michon round out the top 4, followed by Sailor Hall, Marley Lovar at second base, Indigo Fish in the 7th spot, Whitley Wishmeyer in 8, and Jocelyn Bennett rounds out the order at 9. Let's take a look at that Wausau Ignite field. It's going to look very similar to the end of that game against La Crosse. Riley Schwiezow got the start in right field. Schwiezow now moves over to second base. She'll make the start there. Johnson's at her usual third base spot. Megan McGinnis at usual short. And Molly Fitzgerald stays at first base. Out in the outfield, Kaylee Kinsinger, Quinn Marnaka, and Reagan Proud will get the start today. Behind the dish is Brooklyn Hofer. And Riley Stiles gets her second straight start in the circle to face off against Mankato. The Hobbs come into this one ranked second in the Northwoods League. They're looking to tie or maybe even take that first place spot from the Madison Nightmares. So this is a big pair of games for them. Wausau, as we mentioned before, looking to continue their first ever win streak in franchise history. They're at 2 in a row right now. And they'll have a chance to extend it in game 1. Stiles delivers that first pitch, and it's fouled away down towards the Habanero dugout. So big comeback win for the Ignite against the Steam on the road. We're able to score, count them up, 8 unanswered runs to take the lead in the 6th. And got a great insurance run in the 7th as Stiles delivers just a little outside. In order to stay just ahead, the Steam tried to come back. They got 1 run in the 7th, but weren't able to push any other runners over, and that was the ball game. Marin Savageau got the win there. She came in relief for Riley Stiles as Stiles behind in the count, 2-1. As I said, Riley made the start for the Ignite through 4 innings. She let up 7 earned runs. That Steam team came prepared to face the Ignite. Stiles now down 3-1, so Savageau came in, gave up 3 really great innings of work, only 2 hits and 1 earned run, struck out 2 as well, and earned herself Northwoods League Pitcher of the Night. Stiles now steps back onto the rubber, the 3-1, just outside, and the Habaneros get a lead-off runner on first with the walk.
The right fielder, number 58, Morgan Honeycutt.
That brings up Morgan Honeycutt. Honeycutt gets the start in right field. She's batting .300 on the year through her 20 at-bats. 1 homer and 7 RBI. Honeycutt shows bunt, pops it up and back, foul ball. Habaneros coming to this one. A great team all around, averaging .376 as a squad. Ranked number 1 in on-base percentage at .563. Honeycutt shows bunt again, and Fitzgerald can't make the diving play down the first base line. She went all out for that one, just a little in front of her mitt. Great hustle. She gets up and talks with a few teammates. She's feeling all right after that, but would have been an incredible play from Molly if she was able to get leather on the ball. 0-2 count to Honeycutt. She's going to have to lay off bunting. Popped back, foul again. It's a Mankato team that knows how to get on base, like I said. Knows how to drive runners home. A top half offense in the Northwoods League. Got a runner on first. Honeycutt lays off for ball 1. Hofer makes another start behind home plate again. She's started the last few games. She's getting a lot more comfortable with the 2 pitchers in rotation. As Honeycutt cuts on that one for strike 3, and the runner will advance to second on the steal attempt, and Riley Stiles logs another strikeout. She ranks second in the Northwoods League in strikeouts. A very, very aggressive pitcher. Gets the first out of the game with a K. Loves to attack that inside corner on batters, really push them back off the plate. Wasn't able to hit there. Not mistaken, Carly McKenzie had a great game for Madison last night. She moved above Stiles. She's at 20 Ks. Stiles at 16, count at 17 now with the strikeout here to start the game off. She's back 2-0 on Skyland Pogue, and Pogue is our player to watch for Mankato today. Boy, oh boy, did she get a hold of these Wausau pitchers earlier on in the season. 2 home runs, one of them a grand slam, 9 RBI. She didn't get a hit in only 1 of her at-bats. She was just a monster. Stiles with the 2-1 count to her. She'll swing on that, pop it up into the infield. Schwezo makes the squeeze, calls off McGinnis, and that's out number 2. Schwezo starting for the first time this year at second base. Like I mentioned, she started the game against La Crosse in right field. Then there was a pinch hitter that came in, and she was moved all the way down to second. And Proud came in to pinch hit, and she moved over to right field. That's going to be hit over Proud's way. Actually, no. Schwezo gets under it and gets out number 3. 4 up, 3 down, no runs, and we'll head to the bottom of the first here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Stay connected and up to date with the free Northwoods League mobile app. Avoid the lines and buy tickets to any Northwoods League games anytime, day or night. Subscribe for free and watch games live from anywhere all season long. Get the latest news and stats on top collegiate players from across the country, or personalize it with your favorite team. Either way, we got you covered. The Northwoods League mobile app is free and available on the App Store or Google Play.
The Mint Cafe is Woody's favorite spot. They have the best food in town, like their scrumptious pies, delicious burgers, and sandwiches, plus Woody's go-to milkshake. The Mint Cafe, good food, good friends. Located at 422 North 3rd Street, Wausau.
The Northwoods League has joined Sparkit in reimagining the future of gaming. The Northwoods League Lucky 7 combines the thrill of live baseball and softball with strategic handicapping, allowing fans to compete for $500 in daily prizes. The Sparkit platform enhances the fan experience with leaderboards and real-time updates. Compete with other fans and win cash prizes up to $250 every day. Fans 18 years of age and older can start today by clicking the gaming tab at northwoodsleague.com.
Welcome back to cloudy Wausau, Wisconsin. We're in the bottom of the first here in game one of the doubleheader between the Ignite and the Habaneros. Let's take a look at this Ignite lineup. Riley Schwiezo got the last 2 outs at the top of the first, and she'll be up first to bat for the Ignite, followed up by Megan McGinnis. Quinn Marnaka and Mia Johnson in her usual 4-spot batting. Hannah Tradinsky's the designated player today, followed up by Brooklyn Hofer, Molly Fitzgerald, Reagan Proud, and Kaylee Kinsinger. Schwiezo takes that inside for strike one. The Ignite will be facing against a pretty great pitcher for these Habaneros and Sammy Potvin. Potvin delivers. Schwiezo fouls it back and away. Strike two. She's down 0-2 already. Potvin with a 3.86 ERA through 5 games played. She started 2. 1 complete game on the year as well, and she's got a 4-0 record. Schwiezo just a little too in on her hands and a little too early. Skies that down the left field line and out of the field. Schwiezo had a great day hitting against the Steam, and she looks to continue that here today. Batting .371 on the year. Lays off of that for ball 1. In her 35 at-bats, she's gotten 13 hits, 4 doubles, a triple, and 4 homers. Leads the team in extra base hits as well as home runs. She's also got 12 RBI to her name. The 1-2 to Schwiezo comes in on her and hits her. So she'll take first base, and she'll shake that one off. Really tagged her on that front shoulder. Let's take a look at this Mankato field while McGinnis comes up to bat. From left to right in the infield will be Fish, Bennett, Lovar, and Wishmeyer. Then out in the outfield, Hall in left, Anderson in center, and Honeycutt in right. Skyland Pogue will be behind the dish, and as we mentioned, Sammy Potvin gets the start on the rubber. Ignite with a leadoff runner. No outs. Schwiezo takes a few steps off first and decides to retreat. Seen that from the Ignite the past 3 games. A lot of aggressive base running. That was in their game plan yesterday when it was just coming down outside. Maybe not today with more ideal conditions for throwing and catching. We may see a little bit more of that rain later on in the forecast. Hopefully later on. It's looking to start just at the conclusion, or scheduled conclusion of game 1. McGinnis shows bunt. Doesn't touch it, though, and that will get past Pogue behind home plate, and that'll move Schwiezo up to second. It's going to be called a passed ball. Schwiezo had a good head start on that. McGinnis a great job moving that bunt back as she couldn't get a barrel on it, so she faces a 1-1 count. No outs. 2-1 count, pardon me. McGinnis takes a hack at it, fouls it back. Even count for McGinnis now. Batting .289 so far through 12 games. She's made a start in every game for the Ignite this year. 11 hits. She may get another one right there, but it'll float just there in center field. To throw over to third is cut off and not in time. Schwiezo happy to get into a better position for the Ignite. McGinnis advances her 2 bases over from first to bring in Quinn Marnaka. Quinn Marnaka getting another start in center field today. She bats third in the lineup, hitting .257. That one's low for ball one. Her last outing against the Steam, she was able to leg out a triple. Brought home a run on that too. Just a bit inside for ball two from Potvin. Warnaka also a 3-hit day in her 5 at-bats. She was really on top of things against the Steam. Potvin a pitch high again, ball 3. Quinn had a great day, but following her, Mia Johnson had an even better one. Also went 3 of 5, had 4 RBI. Potvin can't find the strike zone, walks Marnaka, and Mia Johnson gets a chance to crack things open here in the doubleheader.
Third baseman, number 7, Mia Johnson.
Mia Johnson batting .457 on the year, 16 RBI. Again, she had a 3-hit day in her 5 at-bats against La Crosse, 4 RBI, and those runs came in at really ideal times when the Ignite really needed to push on runs and stay in the ball game. Right here, Johnson can look to take the lead instead. Got 16 RBI on the year, 3 home runs. We haven't seen her hit a home run since Game 1 against Madison in that second series of the year. Let's take a look at the ERA leader, Sammy Potvin, right in the mix, along with her Habanero teammates, Sailor Hall and Alexis Michon. A great, great pitching staff here for Mankato. As I mentioned, 3 pitchers in the top 5 in the Northwoods League. And Johnson swings on the first pitch, pops it up over to first, and Marnaka is able to get back just in time. She thought maybe Johnson got a little better hold on it. So Johnson's retired for out 2 on pitch 1, and that brings up Hannah Trzynski. Hannah Trzynski in the 5 spot today. She gets the start at designated player. Lays off first pitch, Marnaka going to second, and Pogue decides not to even throw. The Ignite have thrown in a double steal here or there the past 3 games, so maybe Pogue read the scouting report, decided not to let it fly. Ball 1 to Trzynski. And that's way inside on her. She's able to scoot out of the way, ball 2. Trzynski batted in the 8 spot against La Crosse. Went 2 for 4 on the day. Also crossed home once. Really solid outing from her. She takes ball 3. On deck for Wausau, if they're able to get there, Brooklyn Hofer got her catcher's gear on. Gonna take that off if she does get in at bat here in the first. The 3-0 count to Trzynski. Doesn't find the zone, and so bases loaded for Hofer with 2 outs. A big, big spot early on in this doubleheader for the Ignite to really take a hold of things. Hofer didn't get a hit in her 3 at-bats against La Crosse. Takes that one for ball 1. Good eye. Was able to move across a run. She made it to on base unearned, and she also walked once. A walk would move a run in as well, and Potvin hasn't been able to find the strike zone the past 6 pitches. Mankato moving a pitcher out there to go and warm up. Looks like Alexis Michon. Hofer takes that for strike 1. Good job by Potvin, able to get back in the zone. She's up to 23 pitches. Hasn't yet allowed a hit. She's walked 2 and hit 1. That one finds the zone again, strike 2. Potvin looking to battle back for a crucial third out here early on in the game. Hofer, bases loaded. A hit could bring in multiple runs. The 2-2. Swung on, grounded over to third, grounded over to short, and the throw to first is in time for out number 3. So the Habaneros get out of a jam, and we'll head to the second here on the Northwoods League Sports Network. The Northwoods League is giving you the opportunity to play NWL Lucky 7 and win daily cash prizes. It's available to U.S. residents 18 and older and invites fans to compete by making predictions on game outcomes, player performances, and other proposition picks across all Northwoods League baseball and softball games. Daily prizes include $250 for first place. Find out more at northwoodsleague.com by clicking on the gaming tab. Welcome back to Athletic Park. Still an 0-0 ball game here in game 1 of the doubleheader. Sailor Hall up to bat for the Hobbs. It'll be Hall, Lovar, and Fish to start the second. Hall fouls pitch number 1 away. Hall, the two-way player, played in 4 games to pitch for this Habanero squad, has batted in 9. She'll sail that, keep it in the infield. McGinnis calls it and holds on to it for out number 1. Hole pops out over there to Megan McGinnis, and that brings up Marley Lovar. Marley Lovar takes a swing on that and will send it into the bleachers for a first foul ball. Good catch over there by one of our staff here at Athletic Park, and he holds on to that. No free ice cream for anyone who didn't catch it. There'll be plenty more foul balls out here for these young fans. Marley Lovar hitting .333 on the year. Takes another hack, 0-2 count to her. Hitting 6 games this year, batting .333. Only 9 at-bats for her, though, so she has come in quite sparingly for this Habaneros team. 0-2 to Lovar with 1 out. Stiles delivers bit outside, ball 1. Riley Stiles had to get warmed up for the game yesterday that didn't happen. Even in the pouring rain, she stayed warm and went to the bullpen to take a few throws. Tries to go back to her favorite place. Doesn't get the call, though. Home plate umpire Anthony Amato decided that was just a bit too inside. So now the count even at 2. Styles delivering to Lovar is low. Marley's able to load the count here, laying off a great pitch by Styles and then another one in the turf. So now the 3-2 with 1 out, no runners on. Styles delivers low, ball 4. Riley Styles walks another one.
Third baseman, number 55, Indigo.
And that brings up Indigo Fish. Fish gets the start in left today. Played in 6 games. Batted .333. 4 RBI. Lovar making a little bit of noise over there on first. Decides to get back over to her bag. Indigo Fish was a pinch runner in the game against the Madison Nightmares on the 22nd. So Mankato hasn't played a game in 4 days now. That one's rocketed over to left field. Kinsinger settles under it and makes the snag for out 2. Fish gave it a good ride right there, but it'll settle in the outfield for out number 2.
Number 74, Whitley.
And that brings up Whitley Wishmeyer. Starting first baseman for the Hobbs today. Wishmeyer's played in 7 games, batting .294 on the year. 5 RBI. Styles able to find that inside corner for strike 1. Two outs here. That's swung on, popped on the right side of the field. Ranging over is Schwezo for out number 3. Her third put out of the day. Brings the Ignite into the bottom of the second here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
With the Ghost in your hands, the possibilities are unlimited. It's gotta be the Ghost.
Catch all the action of America's premier summer collegiate baseball and softball league at northwoodsleague.com. No one covers summer baseball and softball like the Northwoods League. This season, access nearly 850 games live and on demand right from your TV, desktop, or mobile device. Watch your favorite team or follow the top collegiate players from across the country. For more information, visit northwoodsleague.com, your instant source for everything Northwoods League baseball and softball.
It takes more than a big idea to change the world. It takes meaningful action that's as inspired as it is impactful, empowering bright minds to move ahead boldly with the kind of purpose and pride and hustle and values that are distinctly us. Because when it comes to bringing real positive change to the world, our big idea is you. Big ideas, real world thinking, inspired action. Minnesota State University, Mankato.
Yeah, that 2014 summer was really formative. It taught me how to ride the bus. It taught me like what the minor leagues was going to be like because there's a ton of hours. And I think I found my true identity as a ball player in Madison.
The Northwoods League is the ultimate collegiate summer baseball experience.
The Northwoods League is proud to partner with the authentic Stadium Mustard this season. For over 50 years, Stadium Mustard has been offered at stadiums, ballparks, and arenas coast to coast. And the Wausau Ignite are proud to be serving Stadium Mustard here at Athletic Park. Loved by millions, Stadium Mustard. Welcome back in here to Athletic Park. Bottom of the second between the Ignite and the visiting Mankato Habaneros. Molly Fitzgerald to lead off the inning, followed by Reagan Proud and Kaylee Kinsinger, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in this lineup. Fitzgerald comes into this one. Saw her try and go out for that diving snag down the first base line. She gets a great hold of that one, going to the left center field. That's ranging, and that's going to hit just off the top of the fence. Fitzgerald making a run to second, and she slides safe. Take a look at Molly Fitzgerald right there. A great, great hit on that softball. Almost got it out of the yard. She was able to get the second save as she hits a couple of emotes there on second. Let's take a replay of it. Just a pretty swing just off the top of the fence in left center. Then a little bit of a bobble by Hall. Got Molly into second safely. That brings up Proud, who's going to look to move in the first run of the game for the Ignite. They loaded the bases, left all three runners stranded, weren't able to get anything home, so still 0-0 in the ball game today. Proud shows bunt, pulls it back. Fish and Wishmeyer were on the nose right there. They came racing down the base path to try and snuff out any bunt attempt. 1-1 to Reagan Proud now. Swung on, fouled back, 1-2. Runner on second, no outs. Proud takes outside, ball 2. Proud came in to pinch hit for Kaylee Friedland on Monday. Got a hit in her at-bat, brought home a run as well, and she walked. Productive few innings from Proud. She gets the start in right field today. Takes a hack at that, just barely gets a piece of it. We'll stay at 2-2. Reagan Proud and this Ignite squad, we're happy to be back in the ballpark today. Excited for this doubleheader here. Proud takes it low and inside, ball 3. She works full count. Disappointed they couldn't play yesterday. I'm sure they would have loved to have gone all 7 innings in that hurricane-like conditions that we had in Wausau. They had their fun out in the dugout, though. A little bit of flooding led to some boat races down on the far side. Proud swings on that, strike 3. Great pitch from Potvin. Puts away the first batter of the inning. And brings up Kaylee Kinsinger. Kinsinger takes ball 1. Fitzgerald still out there on second. Potvin up to 35 pitches through 1 1/3. Only let up 1 hit, and that was that Molly Fitzgerald double to left. Couldn't find the strike zone there. Kinsinger, one of the few lefty hitters on this Ignite team, taking a little bit of a different approach in batting practice today. Infield's in, shows bunt, and that pops back and off the netting for first strike of the at-bat. Kinsinger, the 2-1 count. Shows bunt again, lays it down right in front of the dish. She will not be in time to first, however, but she moves up Fitzgerald to third and brings up Riley Schwiezo. So Kaylee with a productive at-bat, move the runner up, and now Riley looks to get the scoring started once and for all here for the Ignite. Her offense has put on the pressure for this Habaneros squad, who's allowed the second least runs, actually the first least runs in the Northwoods League. Not too many strikeouts from these Habanero pitchers. Only 32 on the year, but again, they have some stellar defense. Schwiezo takes that way inside for ball 2. Her first at bat, she was hit by the pitch and then moved all the way over to third before the end of the inning. The 2-0 to Schwiezo. Swung on and shot down the third base line, but it drifts just foul, and props out there to third base umpire Bobby Johnson and head coach Jasmine Estrada. No running out of the way as they share a little laugh about that. They just turn their back on it. Say if it happens, it happens, but we're not moving. 2-1 count, 2 outs. The pitch to Schwiezo is high for ball 3. 3-1 count to Schwiezo, a hitter's count for her. She'll look to get some great contact on this. Potvin delivers. Schwiezo hits it in left center field. That's going. That hits the top of the fence too. Schwiezo will get into second standing and bring home Fitzgerald. It's 1-0 Wausau. And there it was, the 3-1 count. Potvin had to give Schwiezo something in the zone, and she just rocked that to the fence. A pair of doubles in the second inning bring home a run for the Ignite, and that brings up Megan McGinnis, who can still do some damage. McGinnis, first pitch swinging down the left field line, ranging over and making the catch for out number 3 is Sailor Hall. So the Ignite get on the scoreboard here on the Northwoods League Sports Network. The Ignite strike first here in game 1 of this Thursday afternoon doubleheader. I'm Spencer Gonzalez here with you on the Northwoods League Sports Network. We're in the top of the third now. Habaneros looking to equalize. That one's hopped on just a little early, sent into the bleachers, foul ball. Jocelyn Bennett, the 9-spot hitter for the Habaneros, is up first. She'll be followed by Finley Anderson and Morgan Honeycutt back at the top of the order. Good pitch from Riley Stiles. Gets that tipped foul, 1-2 count to Bennett. Still no hits for this Mankato squad through 2 innings of work. only gotten 2 walks, Anderson and Lovar. The 1-2 to Bennett is outside. Styles up to 31 pitches on the day. She got a strikeout. Got Honeycutt swinging. She'll see Morgan again in this inning. That's popped up softly into the outfield. Marnaka trips, but she's able to go and get it. Conditions out there in the outfield may be a little muddy still after all that rain yesterday, but Quinn Marnaka able to get there just in time for out number 1. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by The Grind, the official coffee of the Northwoods League. Look for The Grind in select ballpark team stores and online under the shop menu on team websites. A portion of the proceeds for each bag sold will go to benefit the Northwoods League Foundation. Long day here at Athletic Park with a doubleheader scheduled. Gonna need some caffeine in order to keep on trucking through all 14 scheduled innings. Finley Anderson, the leadoff hitter, back up to bat. Her first at bat, she was able to walk to start the game. She got an 0-1 to her from Riley Stiles. That swung on and to land for a base hit. Kinsinger able to stop it and keep Anderson on first. So the first hit of the day for Mankato comes from Finley, and that brings up Morgan Honeycutt. Honeycutt struck out swinging. The second at-bat of the game for the Hobbs. Comes back up in the third, swings on that, pops it up into center. Marnaka keeps her footing and makes the catch for out 2. Quinn Marnaka has made a great transition over into center field. Played a lot of games in left to start the year, and then she moved over to the 8 spot and really got her feet under her as she squeezes out number 2. So Honeycutt flies out, brings up Skylin Pogue, who flew out herself in her first at-bat. Stiles offers outside. The throw to second is not in time. Very, very close from Hofer. But Anderson just able to get a toe on the bag. So she's safe and in scoring position. Pogue, a very dangerous hitter in the 3 spot here. Hitting .444 on the year now. Got an 1-0 from Stiles. Takes a hack at that. Floats it softly over to third base, and McGinnis gets out number 3 to send us into the bottom of the third here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, you know, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you know, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
I think I can speak for a lot of people on our team when I say, like, they've found their love for softball again playing this league.
Ball has some carry. There's that success.
You kind of just get to chill out and, like, play the game that you once loved when you were young.
Call sails around the path.
In college, it's a lot of pressure, but, like, here, everyone's here for the same reason, just to get better and to love the game again.
Before Max Scherzer, Chris Sale, or Pete Alonso ever took the field in Major League Baseball, they were taking the field as players in the Northwoods League. Every year, more than 90 Northwoods League players are drafted by Major League Baseball teams. The Northwoods League is the largest organized baseball league in the world. The major leaguers of tomorrow are playing baseball in the Northwoods League today. Get your tickets and gear online, then visit a Northwoods League ballpark near you.
Stay connected with America's premier summer collegiate baseball and softball leagues at northwoodsleague.com. Support the Northwoods League Foundation with a purchase from our online store. Get the latest news and stats, or join over 1 million fans at the ballpark. Just select your favorite team, find the game you want to see, then hand pick your tickets and print your tickets at home. For tickets 24 hours a day, visit northwoodsleague.com. Your home for the Northwoods League.
Are you a baseball or softball coach? One Way Coach Catcher Communication is brand new to the game, and the Northwoods League has proudly partnered with the Headset app to be their preferred coach-to-catcher communication solution. Try it out with your team today using hardware you already own. Download the Headset app from your app store and try it for free for 5 days. Marnaka swings on pitch number 1 of the bottom of the third. That's going back, and the catch is just over the mid of Hall. Marnaka, first pitch swinging, first pitch crushing here in the bottom of the third for a solo jack. That one just kept going and going until it was gone. Sailor Hall had a good look at it. Just not able to make the catch, though. Let's take a look at that. Marnaka really whacked that thing over to left. And just over the fence, a few really hard-hit balls from the Ignite. A double from Schwiezo and then a double from Fitzgerald hit the top of the fence out in left field, but Marnaka finally able to put one over. It's a 2-0 ball game here between the Habaneros and the Ignite. Brings back up Mia Johnson. She swung on her first pitch of her at-bat in the first. Flew out, though. She takes ball 1. Potvin right down the pipe for strike 1. Sammy's 47 pitches through, or 2 innings here. Let up 3 hits, all for extra bases, and has walked 2 as well. Johnson takes that offering outside. Like mentioned before, Mia Johnson hasn't been able to get a hold of one for a bit now, but she has been making her presence felt in every other way. She'll hit that opposite field, and that'll drift foul. She's up towards the top of the league in RBI. She's up towards the top of the league in batting average and hits. So even though she hasn't gone yard in a bit, she's still batting great as we look at hits right there. Mia Johnson, 4th place with 16. 3 Madison Nightmares in the top 5. Emma Kavanaugh, Ella Stevenson, and Hillary Blomberg. 2-2 count to Johnson is taken upstairs, and she's got a full count. Big start to the bottom of the third for the Ignite. Can Mia Johnson keep it rolling and get on board? The 3-2 count from Potvin is swung on over to second and caught by Lovar for out 1. Great job by Lovar, able to get on a knee and catch that screamer coming right to her for out number 1. That brings up Hannah Trzynski. Hannah Trzynski, her at bat in the first. She was able to get a walk, and she'll pop that over to left field. It's in no man's land, though, and just lands for a base hit. Hall with a diving attempt to go and squeeze that, but wasn't able to get it. Bennett also making a run for it. Wasn't able to get there either. Good piece of hitting from Hannah. That brings up Brooklyn Hofer. Hofer swings on the first pitch, pops it down the right field line, and play is made by Lovar for out 2. Wausau, really aggressive mentality against Sammy Potvin, and that's something that has progressed throughout the year. Jasmine Estrada, game after game, just keeps adding on. She wants Wausau to be aggressive on the base paths. She wants them to be aggressive in these at-bats. Even on defense, she wants them to attack, wants them to go after ground balls and fly outs. And go make a play instead of letting the play come to you. That's always what she says. And for Wausau, it's helped recently. On a 2-game win streak here now. Now up 2-0. Here through a little under 3 innings. Brings up Molly Fitzgerald, who was aggressive in her last at-bat. Fitzgerald was able to double to lead off the bottom of the second. She was brought home for the first run of the game. She's got a 2-0 count to her. Potvin delivers. Fitzgerald swings and fouls that out of the field of play. So some free ice cream sitting right there in the stands for the fans that have come out here for this doubleheader in Wausau. Even with the risk of rain later on, they're here for some fun at the ballpark. Fitzgerald hits that opposite field, and that'll land for a base hit. And that gets past the fielder, Honeycutt. Racing, going for home is Trzynski. She'll get in safe, and Fitzgerald gets to third in time. A few errors on the single bring Fitzgerald into third and bring home another run. It's 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. Fitzgerald going opposite field right off her hands. Honeycutt, an error on the field right there, and some good wheels from Trzynski to get home for another run. Proud chops that foul behind her, but some really aggressive calling at third base from Jasmine Estrada. And you know what? Throughout the year, it hasn't worked every time. There have been a few plays at home where maybe she shouldn't have sent the runner, but goodness, has it paid off more often than not for this Wausau Ignite team. Right there, paying off again. The throw was going to third instead of home. She decided to send Trzynski to get another run, so Proud here with an opportunity to tack on another one. 1-1 from Potvin is just inside for strike two, inside the strike zone. Proud struck out her last at bat. Comes back up with a runner in scoring position. The 1-2 with 2 outs. Swung on, grounded over to first, and that gets past 2 fielders, and Proud safe at first. She brings home Fitzgerald, and the Ignite go up 4-0. A few diving plays from the first and second baseman, Wishmeyer and Lovar. They were able to stop that ball from going into the outfield, but they weren't yet able to make the play at first, and we're seeing our first signs of rain here in Wausau. Looks fairly light as of right now. Kinsinger pops that into the stands, and actually not even in the stands. That goes down on the lower concourse, so 0-1 to her. Back to the bottom of the order is the Wausau Ignite. Kinsinger shows bunt. The throw to second is going to be in time. Proud diving between the legs of Bennett, but Bennett with a great snag and tag for out number 3. Wausau puts up 3 runs here on the Northwoods League Sports Network. The Northwoods League is giving you the opportunity to play NWL Lucky 7 and win daily cash prizes. It's available to U.S. residents 18 and older and invites fans to compete by making predictions on game outcomes, player performances, and other proposition picks across all Northwoods League baseball and softball games. Daily prizes include $250 for first place. Find out more at northwoodsleague.com by clicking on the Gaming tab. Wausau looking to nurse a 4-0 lead as we head into the fourth inning. 3-run third. It's a big deal for that offense. They were able to churn runners around the bases just as the rain is starting to trickle down. The 0-1 to Michon is swung on down the third base line. Johnson can't get a good hold, but the throw to first is in time. No, it's not. Michon able to leg it out to first. Johnson stopped the hit over towards her, rifled it over to first. Let's take another look at this. A great throw from Mia, was just late and gets a runner on here for the Habaneros as conditions get a little wetter. We see the umbrellas are popping out in the stands. No outs yet. Stiles delivers inside. Yesterday when the rain was coming down in pregame warm-ups, I talked to some players. I talked with Coach Estrada, and the key, the goal for these conditions is step one, just make sure you have a good grip on that softball. That's going to be lined over to second, and McGinnis goes to first for the double play. Michon had a few steps towards second. She decided to just go for it, but McGinnis with a good snag and throw for the double play gets the first 2 outs of the inning. Megan McGinnis, just such a savvy fielder over at short. Big play for the Ignite as they had a runner on with no outs, and Mankato looking to tack on some runs to keep pace with the Ignite, who offensively have just been rolling these first 3 innings. Big deal to get those 2 outs here in the fourth. So 4-0 still to score. 2-0 count to Lovar. Lovar had a couple of balls hit her way in the last inning. Stiles delivers inside, and she goes down 3-0. Again, talking about that grip on the softball. That is what you need first, and it's hard to stay dry out there. You know, you can't have a towel out there. It's just going to get wet. Can't rub it on, you know, your jersey. That's going to get gradually more wet throughout the game as Lovar takes a walk over to first to put another runner on.
The third baseman.
And so from here on out, the good part about this is that rain is the equalizer here. Both teams are going to have trouble fielding and throwing and pitching, and so you just have to try and be the most sound team defensively in order to pull these types of games out. So that's outside for ball 1. Stiles 5 straight balls here as the rain has started in Wausau, Wisconsin. That's going to be outside. The throw over to first is just there to check in on Lovar. This brings up Indigo Fish. Fish flew out to left in her at bat in the second inning. Batting .308 in the 7 spot as Stiles isn't able to find the zone again. Ball 3. Stiles up to 48 pitches on the day. It's only allowed 2 hits, but has walked 3. Can she get back into the count here? The 3-0 is in there for strike 1. Just able to clip the corner. Anthony Amato calling the strike to make it 3-1. Fish was ready to walk. She has to waltz over back to the batter's box, and Now she can take her base.
The first baseman.
Brings up the 8th spot hitter, the first baseman, Whitley Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer flew out to second in the second inning. Now she's got a chance to put some runs on the board. 2 runners on. Stiles delivers inside. Wishmeyer takes a hack at it, fouls it away. Whitley Wishmeyer standing at 5'11", one of the taller players on this team. Big strike zone for Stiles to work with on the 0-1. She'll deliver. Just on the outside corner, wasn't able to clip it. That goes in for ball 1. Lovar and Fish on first and second. Stiles gets the inside for strike 2. Back to old reliable. Gets her head in the count, 1-2. Up to 16 pitches on the inning. Can she get out? Stiles the 1-2. Just outside. Wishmeyer thought about it maybe for a second. Stiles trying to get some swing and miss on the eye for far and away. Evens the count up. 2 outs on the 2-2. Swung on, strike 3. Stiles with her second strikeout of the day. Brings it into the bottom of the 4th here on the Northwoods League Sports Network. 4-0 Ignite.
I find strength in belonging. And when you have a sense that you belong to something bigger than yourself, you believe in doing your best every day to respond to the needs that are unique to our growing community. At Mankato Clinic, I'm part of a family that fosters trust and comfort for everyone who walks through the door. That's why I'm so proud to say that I'm part of the generations of people who are committed to caring for our community. Just like you, we live here. We are Mankato's Clinic.
Introducing the Class AI with Red Alloy Plus, engineered with aerospace-grade alloy for ultimate durability and razor-thin precision. Generative AI technology meticulously fine-tunes every 1/8 inch of the bat, pushing the boundaries of performance. The optimized mid-load swing weight delivers speed and extends the sweet spot, all in a seamless one-piece construction designed for peak power. The RevGrip Premium material offers unmatched tack and cushion. Artificial intelligence, real results.
The 1-2. Swung on, floated, shallow right. That one, another diving catch. As any will come around and score. This one swung on, lifted in the air, left center and deep. A diving catch, my goodness. The middle, Wolf on the pick. And this one is history.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
The Northwoods League is proud to partner with the authentic Stadium Mustard this season. For over 50 years, Stadium Mustard has been offered at stadiums, ballparks, and arenas coast to coast. And the Wausau Ignite are proud to be serving Stadium Mustard here at Athletic Park. Loved by millions, Stadium Mustard. Got a new pitcher out in the circle. Alexis Michon heeds the call to come in and keep this Wausau Ignite offense at bay. They've been roaring to start the game off. Michon delivers outside to Kaylee Kinsinger, who's up 2-0 now. That rain is getting steadier and steadier out there. Just makes it harder to pitch as Michon's able to find the strike zone. Potvin ends her day, at least for now, through 3 innings, 63 pitches, let up 6 hits, 4 runs, only 2 of them earned. Kinsinger swings on that strike 2. Kaylee grounded out in her first at bat in the second. 0 for 1 on the day. She's showing bunt. She'll pull it back. She'll lay off for ball 3. 3-2 count to Kinsinger. She's a tough player to pitch to. She just needs any contact to try and get on base. Swings on that, strike 3. Pitch was a little high. She maybe was trying to pull that bat back, but she strikes out for the first out of the inning to get back to the top of the order. Riley Schwiezo had an RBI double in the second to get scoring started. She was also hit by a pitch and moved all the way over to third before the inning was ended. So Schwiezo with the 0-1 count here against Michon. Michon's pitched 13 1/3 inning. Got a 3.15 ERA, 12 strikeouts in her 13 innings. Really goes after batters. First time seeing Schwiezo. Puts that one in the turf for ball 2. Michon singled in her at-bat in the top of the inning, and now she's back and pitching for her squad. Schwiezo hitting at the same place, left center field, that's gone! Riley Schwiezo, same place, just a little more power for a solo homer to make it 5-0 here in Wausau. Man, oh man, what a 2-game stretch for her. Schwiezo now with 2 RBI on the day, a double and a homer. In the game against La Crosse, she moved over to second and had 2 dazzling plays late in that one to end the inning, while also working on the offensive side. She is just on a tear as McGinnis sends that into the middle of the infield, and she gets to first in time. She'll leg it out for a single to keep things moving here, and that swing was on the first pitch. Speaking of first pitch swings, we'll welcome back Quinn Marnaka to the plate. She swung on the first pitch of her at-bat, first pitch of the inning, and sent it yard for a homer. Back to start off the third. She's got a runner on. Run over to second is in time. McGinnis gets there. Backing up the throw was Lovar. Got past Bennett. So some good fielding there as, again, wet weather conditions. We're going to see a lot of aggressive base running from Jazz Estrada and company. Puts a runner in scoring position for Marnaka now. She's only got 1 out here in the inning. Pogue stands up to go get that pitch. As you can see, Michon's got a towel in her back pocket. She's going to try and keep that throwing hand as dry as possible, but when you're standing out in open air, that towel's going to get just as wet as everything else. Catches Marnaka swinging heavy on that for strike number 1. Wausau looking to keep the ball rolling. 2-1 count. Swung on, strike 2. Strike 3, actually. We had some problems here with our scoreboard, but strike 3 is called, and Michon gets her first out. Strikeout of the inning. Mia Johnson, 0 for 2 on the day. Holds back her bat there as that goes low for ball 1. Flew out in the first, lined out in the third. as that last pitch is actually going to be called a strike. Johnson gets a great hold of it and puts it into left center field. Rounding third is McGinnis. She'll get in safe. Johnson is into second standing. Can't keep her down for long, can you? An RBI double makes it 6-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Mia Johnson, just such a talented hitter. Left center field has been a popular destination to visit for softballs for this Ignite squad. Had 2 homers go that way, now 3 doubles. 2 outs here. A runner on second brings up Hannah Trzynski. Trzynski has gotten aboard both times today. Walked and then had a single. She'll take that inside for strike 2. Nine hits on the day for this Wausau squad. That'll go in between the legs of Michon for hit number 10. That'll bring around Johnson for another run scored. It's 7-0 with the RBI single from Trzynski. That one came screaming right back to Michon in the pitcher's circle, and Trzynski got to first safe. The Ignite rolling through the order here. That brings up Brooklyn Hofer. Hofer swings on the first pitch. Down the right field line, and over to make the play is Lovar for out 3. 2 straight 3-run innings for Wausau make it 7-0 here on the Northwoods League Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by The Grind, the official coffee of the Northwoods League. Look for The Grind in select ballpark team stores and online under the shop menu on team websites. A portion of the proceeds for each bag sold will go to benefit the Northwoods League Foundation. Yes, we're already into the heat of summer, but today, a little chillier than usual. Not a bad day to go grab a cup of joe, a cup of some Grind coffee. Here we're in the top of the 5th. Jocelyn Bennett being pinch hit for here. Katie Olive take on the hitting responsibilities. More than likely will also show up at short for Bennett, too. Olive batting .211 on the year coming into this one. Played 8 games. Lays off those first 2 pitches, 2-0 count. Rain has subsided for now. Wausau up 7-0 after hitting the extra point in the bottom of the 4th. Olive leaves that one on the table, and it's in the zone, strike 1. Stiles walked 2 straight batters, but then came back swinging, actually catching a batter swinging for strike 3 to end the inning. That one's going to be popped up, and Marnaka makes the catch at the edge of the dirt there in the infield for out 1. Not actually dirt, it's just turf that's colored differently. Don't exactly know what to call that. It's not the infield dirt, still turf. Just say at the edge of the infield, I guess. Regardless, out number 1 brings up Finley Anderson here, back to the top of the order. Anderson's 1-1 on the day with a walk. That one's going to be high and tight inside for ball 1. Stiles up to 60 pitches on the afternoon. Has only allowed 2 hits to this Habanero team. That one finds the inside corner again. That is just such a deadly pitch for Riley. Time and time again, it fools batters. It's a hard place to swing at a ball, too. Not going to get great contact when it's in that placement. She goes the same place, and that is swung on hard. Kaylee Kinsinger is able to get under it for out 2. That looked good off the bat for Finley, but it stayed in the field, and Kinsinger was able to make the squeeze. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. That brings up Morgan Honeycutt. Honeycutt 0 for 2 on the day with the strikeout. Swings on that one, going into center field, and Marnaka with an easy play to end the inning. 7-0, still your score going into the bottom of the frame here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Stay connected and up to date with the free Northwoods League mobile app. Avoid the lines and buy tickets to any Northwoods League games anytime, day or night. Subscribe for free and watch games live from anywhere all season long. Get the latest news and stats on top collegiate players from across the country, or personalize it with your favorite team. Either way, we got you covered. The Northwoods League mobile app is free and available on the App Store or Google Play.
Yeah, that 2014 summer was really formative. It taught me how to ride the bus. It taught me like what the minor leagues was going to be like, because there's a ton of hours, and I think I found my true identity as a ball player in Madison.
The Northwoods League is the ultimate collegiate summer baseball experience.
The Northwoods League Foundation is enriching the quality of life for families with an enduring and caring focus on the communities it serves. Through direct donations and proceeds from the Northwoods League online store, the Northwoods League Foundation is harnessing a unique passion for summer collegiate baseball and softball to invest in communities so everyone benefits from the wide-ranging experience offered by the great games of baseball and softball. Visit northwoodsleague.com/foundation and share your passion for the games we love.
Are you a baseball or softball coach? One-way coach-to-catcher communication is brand new to the game, and the Northwoods League has proudly partnered with the Headset app to be their preferred coach-to-catcher communication solution. Try it out with your team today using hardware you already own. Download the Headset app from your app store and try it for free for 5 days. Welcome back into Athletic Park. My name is Spencer Gonzalez here for the Northwoods League Sports Network. The Wausau Ignite with a strong 7-0 lead heading into the bottom of the 5th inning. 10 hits on the day as well. Fitzgerald leads things off. Takes a big hack at that and rolls it foul. Alexis Michon comes back out for another inning of work. 23 pitch. 4th inning for her, where she let up 3 earned runs. The 0-1 to Fitzgerald is high and outside, ball 1. It's going to be Fitzgerald, Proud, and Kinsinger at the bottom of the order in this inning. What a 2 frames it was for Wausau, where they put up 6. Fitzgerald's going to pop that. It's going to stay out in the infield, and the catch from Bennett at short is made. That's Fitzgerald's first out of the evening. She had a double and a single. And we're going to have a pinch hitter here in the 8th spot. Savannah Teal comes in for Reagan Proud. Savannah Teal, a new face here for the Wausau Ignite. Comes over from Kentucky State University. Played first base there this past year. She'll lay off there, a 1-1 count with the strike. 2025, she started 28 games, played in 33. She hit .288. 30 hits, a homer, and 14 RBI. Teal is able to get some contact on there. She's heading over to first. The throw is bobbled, and Teal will get there on the error. Looked like Wishmeyer was trying to reach across Teal to make that catch, and she'll hold on to her helmet. She wasn't expecting that much contact in her first ever at bat, and she's going to be pitch ran for, and she'll go and take a seat, but she gets a runner on here with an out in the bottom of the 5th. Another pinch hitter for the Ignite. Valerie Ostoff comes up to the plate. She'll be in for Kaylee Kinsinger. Val Ostoff with a runner on and 1 out. Proud will stay over at first as Pogue just goes to take a gander that way. Ostoff hitting .250 on the year through 8 games played. Only 12 at-bats, though. So in her small sample size, she's been hitting quite nicely. She's got a double on the year and 3 RBI. That one's in the dirt. Proud decides to stay at first. Actually a 1-2 count to Ostoff. Ostoff played in lacrosse last year. Comes over to Wausau, just here in northern Wisconsin. 1-2 count, swung on, strike 3. Strikes out swinging for out 2 of the inning. And that will bring us back to the top of the order. Riley Schwiezo makes a return to the batter's box, has had an electric day for the Ignite. A homer, a double, a hit by pitch. She's 2 for 2. Has made it on base every time she stepped up to bat. And she's moved her batting average up above the 400 mark. She's hitting .405 now on the year. Just an excellent day for her. It was a great time being able to sit down and talk with her on the trip over to lacrosse. I was able to write an article on her and her career that's on WausauIgnite.com. She's had a fascinating road here to Wausau. Schwiezo is just, above all things else, an ultra competitor. She's been doing it ever since she was a kid. Lettered and, placed in 3 sports in high school. Of course, softball. She was a state and conference selection. basketball the same, and then in track she was able to qualify for state in multiple competitions. Above all that, you know, she was also just the co-valedictorian of her class, so not too much to write home about. That one's in on her hands, and that floats into left for a base hit. Schwiezo a 3-for-3 day, and the competitor gets on first. Megan McGinnis back up to bat. 1-for-3 on the day. She singled in her last appearance. Was brought home by a Johnson double in the fourth. And some wild stuff there on pitch number 1, and it'll go in for a ball. McGinnis shows bunt again, is able to pull it back just in time. This pitch from Michon floats outside. 2 runners on, still some opportunity to do some damage here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ignite looking to charge here with 2 outs. Swung back to Michon, and the toss over to first is there for out number 3. Still 7-0 going into the top of the 6th here on the Northwoods League Sports Network. Pogue, Michon, and Hall are due up for the Habaneros here in the top of the 6th frame in Wausau, Wisconsin. It is 7-0 Ignite. Riley Stiles makes her way out to the circle for another inning of work. That's going to land down the right field line. Base hit. Proud will throw over. Pogue going for 3, and she'll decide to stay at 2. Schwiezo is ready to toss it over to third. She'll hold on to it, and Stiles surrenders a leadoff double in the 6th. Habaneros have been quite silent offensively here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. That's just their 3rd hit of the day. Still with some breath here, though. It's 7-0, but they've got a runner on second, and just looking to get on the scoreboard. Sammy Potvin comes up to bat with a runner in scoring position. And that is a great pitch on the inside from Stiles for strike 1. 2 strikeouts on the day from her, 65 pitches through 5 innings of work. Again, that double, just her third hit allowed. Just a bit high on pitch 2 of the at-bat. It's 1-1. So actually, it's going to be Sammy Potvin. Here she takes that high and inside for ball 2. It's not Potvin, sorry. Michon is up to bat. The new pitcher here for the Habaneros after she came in. Michon singled in her last appearance in the box, and the runner is going to go to third, and she's out. She slid off the bag. So some trickery attempted by Mankato doesn't pay off. Pogue charged over to third while Stiles was just walking over back into the circle. She's able to see it just in time. And Pogue was actually there at third just before the tag, but her hand slid off the bag, and Johnson was able to record the out. On the other end of things, Michon is able to go and walk over to first. Stiles not able to keep in the zone on the 3-1 count. Sailor Hall, the 5th spot hitter, now up to bat. Hit into a double play last time up. She's 0 for 3 on the day. Stiles delivers. That's swung on, rocketed into left field. Kinsinger's going to sprint over to the line, and that's going to be fair off the wall. She'll pick it up, and minimal damage going all that way. That's going to count for just a single. Hall absolutely caught that thing in the right place and was just inches away from a homer. Kinsinger had to go all the way into that dead corner and left. Let's take another look at it. Great look off the bat. Kinsinger ranging over to go and make the play, but not in the right spot. And because it looked like she was going to make the catch, she kept the runners in their place. 2 on, 1 out. Stiles slips on the circle, and boy, that was a hard fall. She's feeling that, and oh, that does not look good. These rainy conditions out here in Wausau changed the field a bit, and Stiles is down. She's going to be helped back up. She'll try and walk it off here. As good signs there from the infield, they're all laughing a bit about it. Stiles laughing a bit herself too as she tries to shake it off. She's always got a cheery demeanor. She is a jokester. Hopefully she can get back out there and continue to pitch here in the 6th inning. As we see a few folks here from the, actually I think that's Estrada herself. She's going to try and dry off that circle. Stiles and the staff are now talking it over. She's had an excellent outing through 5 1/3. She's got her face mask. She's got her mitt back. She's going to maybe try and throw a few practice pitches here to see how she's feeling. That was a tough tumble. Really gritty stuff here from Stiles if she's able to come back in. But the infield chatting it up. It's been a good day at the office for Wausau here in the first game of the doubleheader. Stiles feels good. Her and Estrada will shake hands, and it looks like Riley's going to stay out there to keep on pitching. So what looked like a scary moment to start things off looks to be not so bad. And we'll get back to play here in the top of the 6th. Wausau started off the scoring in the 2nd with a run. In the 3rd and 4th, they exploded for 6 total runs. 3rd inning, it was Quinn Marnaka who was able to homer to start things off, and then Hayner, Trzynski, and Fitzgerald found their ways home. Stiles delivers just outside for ball 2. In the 4th inning, another homer from Riley Schwezo started off the scoring, then an RBI double from Johnson and an RBI single from Hannah Trzynski. 7-0 the score. Check swing makes contact and fouls that down the right field line for now a 2-1 count. Marley Lovar, her past few at-bats, has walked, so technically 0 for 0 today. She's found her way on the base paths twice. 2-1 count to Lovar. Swung on out into left field. Kinsinger, a much easier play for her for out 2. Throw to third will keep runners in their place. Riley Stiles comes back down in that count 2-1 and is able to get the out. That brings up Indigo Fish. Indigo's 0 for 1 today with a walk. Stiles has walked 5 batters today, surrendered 4 hits through 5 2/3. She's got 2 runners on. Fish takes that in the turf for ball 1. Big moment here for Mankato. If they're able to bring home a few runs, they make this a ball game. Wausau just trying to get out of the inning. Stiles just a bit outside there. Fans are still sticking with us here in Athletic Park. Solid showing here for the rainy conditions we have. 2-0 count to Fish. Finds the inside part of the zone, strike 1. Stiles was almost caught on that earlier on in the game. She's been able to get a few batters looking, but Mankato's made a bit of an adjustment on that pitch. We'll see if she goes to it again. No, the offering's more over the plate and fouled away. 2-2 count. Not a great day for an ice cream, of course. It's cold, 60 degrees and rainy, but free ice cream's free ice cream for fans there going out to get that one. The 2-2 count from Stiles. Swung on down the third base line and rolls foul. They'll reset for the 2-2 count. Stiles will get a new softball, one a little drier. The rain is expected here any minute now to start back up. Wausau looking to get out of the inning before the conditions get a little worse. The 2-2 with 2 outs from Stiles. Grounded down the third base line, it'll go foul again. Out in the bullpen warming up, Marin Savageau. She came in for a 3-inning performance against La Crosse and earned herself the win and Northwoods League Pitcher of the Night. May come in the 7th to close things out. We'll see how things go here in the top of the 6th. Stiles, the 2-2 to Fish. Hit down the first base line. Fitzgerald not able to make the play off her mitt. The throw to home is in front of the runner, and it keeps everyone at their bases, but Fitzgerald had the opportunity to end the inning there. Commits the error, and bases are loaded for Whitley Wishmeyer.
For the Mankato Habaneros, number 96, Maddie Will.
And actually, Wishmeyer we pinch hit for here. Maddie Wilm is in. And the officials and Coach Schultz talking that over there. So yes, Wilm coming in to pinch hit for the Hobbs. A homer could absolutely blow things open here for Mankato. 7-0 ball game. The delivery to Wilm, in there, strike one. Maddie Wilm, traditionally a pitcher, coming over from North Dakota State, out of Maple Grove, Minnesota. She's pitched in 4 games this year, hitting 4 as well as Stiles backs her up off the plate there for ball 1. Last time she hit was June 19th against La Crosse. She had 1 at bat, was able to get 1 hit. Riley Stiles looking to get out of the inning without letting up anything. That's called ball 2. She's up to 84 pitches. In a jam here. Bases loaded. Stiles fires away inside. She took a tumble earlier on in the frame. She was able to shake it off and get back in the circle. Now she's in danger of walking home a run. Wilm with a 3-1 count. Stiles gets the signal from Hofer, fires. Inside, strike 2. Back to that spot that she keeps revisiting. That time in a crucial position. Full count here to Wilm. Pitch number 87. Inside, strike 3. Caught her looking. Caught her running down the first because she thought she had the base. Stiles gets out of the jam. 7-0 still the score here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Catch all the action of America's premier summer collegiate baseball and softball league at northwoodsleague.com. No one covers summer baseball and softball like the Northwoods League. This season, access nearly 850 games live and on demand right from your TV, desktop, or mobile device. Watch your favorite team or follow the top collegiate players from across the country. For more information, visit northwoodsleague.com, your instant source for everything Northwoods League baseball and softball.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
Stay connected with America's premier summer collegiate baseball and softball leagues at northwoodsleague.com. Support the Northwoods League Foundation with a purchase from our online store. Get the latest news and stats, or join over 1 million fans at the ballpark. Just select your favorite team, find the game you want to see, then hand-pick your tickets and print your tickets at home. For tickets 24 hours a day, visit northwoodsleague.com. Your home for the Northwoods League.
Wausau got out of the inning on what a pitch from Stiles on an absolutely deadly delivery on the inside of the corner for strike 3. Gritty play from Stiles, 6 innings pitched so far, 3 strikeouts, only 4 hits allowed against a top offense in the Northwoods League. Wausau still with a bit more work to do. Looking to close out strong in game 1, up 7-0. It's going to be Marnaka, Johnson, and Trzynski due up. Quinn Marnaka, one of 2 players for the Ignite to go with the long ball. She'll jump on the first pitch into right center field. That's going to get to the wall, and Marnaka, speedy as ever, going past 2, going for 3, sliding head first, safe! Quinn Marnaka with a lead-off triple in the bottom of the 6th. Quinn was flying down the paths. What should have been a routine double, she stretched out for 3. Anderson able to get to the ball, and it was in time, the throw, but Marnaka was able to get past it, and Fish wasn't able to get a good hold on the softball as the rain has come back. The Ignite still with their foot on the pedal. Johnson looking to drive home another run. Jumps on that pitch, going into right field. That's going, that's gone! Mia Johnson goes yard. For the first time since Game 1 against Madison, it's a 2-run homer to make it 9-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Again, you can only keep Johnson down for so long. Started the day 0 for 2, then got an RBI double and a 2-run shot to right. This is as clean as the Wausau offense has looked all season long. Their 3rd home run of the year is a big one as the rain starts to pour again. Hannah Trzynski up. Jumps on the first pitch, fouls it away. A great all-around performance so far by Wausau as well. 9-0. They've only allowed 4 hits against a talented offensive team in Mankato. They've jumped on talented pitching from Mankato as well. They're towards the top of the league. Mentioned before, came into this one only allowing a 5.51 ERA as a squad. That was first in the Northwoods League. And the Ignite have spotted them 9. You can see those dark gray and stormy clouds out in the distance. Rain picking up intensity here. We had a brief spot of clear sky, not clear skies, but no rain. Great play made over at third by Fish to get the first out of the inning. But conditions may only get worse from here, expecting moderate to severe rain later on in the evening. Wausau did a great job getting this lead before the weather got wet. Again, it changes the whole outlook of the game. This is going to be much harder to field in these conditions. Hofer hitting it towards center field, deepens. Anderson gets under it for out 2. Molly Fitzgerald back up to bat with 2 outs. 2 for 3 day with a double and a single. That single she was able to stretch out for 3 on a error or 2. She's also batted in a run. Fitzgerald lays off, but that's in the zone, strike 1. Molly with no runners on, just looking to keep things going here in the top of the 6th. In the bottom of the 6th, she fouls that on a line into the netting down the first baseline. Strike 2. Michon, this will be her 50th pitch of the day. Through 2 2/3, she's let up 7 hits, 5 earned runs. Looking to get out of the inning to her team's last 3 outs. Couldn't do it on that pitch there, 1 and 2. Again, Michon, a very talented pitcher for Mankato, has let up a few runs. But Fitzgerald there pops up down the left field line for out number 3. 3 more outs to go as we just saw maybe a strike of lightning in the distance. We'll get back to you on that here on the Northwoods League Sports Network. The rain has turned from a drizzling to more of a pelting here in Wausau, Wisconsin. It's coming down heavy. Looking over at the roof over the terrace in right fields, we can see it's getting a little angrier. Division leaders in innings pitched. There's Stiles and Savageau, both at 28 apiece. Stiles looking for one more for her second complete game of the year. She's up to 87 pitches. Has walked 5 batters, no earned runs through 6, and she has 3 strikeouts, her last one coming to end the top of the 6th, and that was a big one. Full count, bases loaded, would have walked home a run with a ball, but she was able to keep Mankato off the scoreboard, at least for now. They've got 3 more outs. It's going to be Jocelyn Bennett in the 9 spot, then Finley Anderson and Morgan Honeycutt, the 1 and 2 hitters. The 0-1 from Stiles, inside, strike 2. She just knows how to get to her spot. It has confused Habanero batters throughout the evening. The 0-2 from Stiles. Swung on, strike 3. Her 4th batter fanned for out 1 in the top of the 7th.
Number 68, Finley Anderson.
Here comes Finley. Anderson is 1 for 2 on the day with a hit and a walk. That single coming in the 3rd inning. Stiles delivers, and that inside pitch is turned on, but it'll go foul. So Anderson catching what Wausau's been getting away with throughout this one. It's going to be their 4th time through the lineup. Stranded 3 runners with the bases loaded. As maybe that was a bit of a thunder out in the distance. No lightning. There was a bolt of lightning way off in the distance towards the conclusion of the 6th inning. It's a 9-0 game here. If there is a delay, then maybe called off. But Stiles will keep on chucking. 1-2 count to Anderson with 1 out. Styles not able to get the outside on the off-speed pitch. Make it a 2-2 count, but starting off this 7th, she has been attacking. We'll see what she has for Anderson on this one. Styles. That's going to be fair down the third base line. Kinsinger racing over at the wall. She'll get a hold of it. Going for 3. The ball will not be there in time. Anderson legs out a triple with 1 out in the top of the 7th on a great hit down the third base line.
The right fielder, number 68.
Honeycutt up to bat next, but let's look at this one. Just shot down there. It'll hit the wall, and of course, it's slippery out here. Kinsinger able to get it over to McGinnis, but that'll hop off her mitt. And now Mankato threatening to put a run on the board. Hit out into center, and it's in no man's land. A base hit, an RBI single to make it 9-1. Honeycutt able to break the complete game shutout from Styles. Styles now just looking to complete the game.
The catcher, number 33, Skylar Poe.
Morgan Honeycutt getting just enough on that to put it in front of Marnaka and put it between the middle infield. That's Honeycutt's 8 RBI on the year and her 7th hit. 1 out, 1 on. Swung on down in left field. The catch is made by Kinsinger, and she'll hold on to that as Honeycutt retreats. Out number 2. Kinsinger with a great step on that line drive into left. Got some of the best speed on this team. Makes the snag for out 2, and now Sammy Potvin. Not Sammy Potvin. That'll be Mishan. Comes up with the final out here. The top of the 7th. Let's that one go low for ball 1. Alexis Michon had a single earlier on in this game as another strike of lightning shows in the distant clouds. 1 out here until this game is all said and done. The first game of a doubleheader that's been scheduled for this gloomy Thursday evening. 2-0 count. Styles rifles it in, and it's fouled far and away. Michon 1 for 2 on the day. She's also walked aboard. And now it's getting more consistent here, having to trade out softballs. Of course, that last one was fouled away, but it's getting wet out there. It's getting hard to grip. 2-1 count to Michon. Inside, strike 2. There Styles goes again, and she's got a 2-2 count. Looking to make another complete game on the season. Over 100 pitches, 102. Just on the outside, ball 3. Hofer tried to frame that on the inside, but it was just a touch out, and now the full count. 1 runner on, 2 outs. Styles delivers, popped up, out of the field of play. Michon lives to swing another pitch. Styles up to 103. This will be 104. Full count, 2 outs. Way too inside, ball 4. The Habaneros will not go away quietly. 9-1, 2 outs. They've got 2 runners on. That brings up Sailor Hall. Sailor Hall with a homer on the year before this, 9 RBI. The Ignite looking to close this one out. Nice and simple. That's going to be grounded softly over to second. The toss to first is there. Styles, her second complete game of the year, Wausau, their 5th win of the year. They stretched their winning streak to 3 with a 9-1 victory over the Habaneros. A very complete game from offense to fielding to pitching gets Wausau a big win in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Weather permitting, we will have Game 2 here in 30 minutes. Stick with us here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.